Hey guys, I hope that you've been doing great so far today. I'm going to be working on my cosplay again for this video. As you can see, the pauldron is ready to be painted. The skulls are glued on, everything is primed, so we're going to be working on that for today's video. But before I get started, I want to say a huge thank you to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. If you didn't already know, Raid is a fantasy turn-based RPG that can be played for free. I was actually recruited to join this game by one of my best friends from WoW, so shout out to you, Cody. Since then, I've just been working on my champions, getting them leveled up, getting them better gear, and it's been a ton of fun recently. I love a lot of the aspects of this game. A few things that I really enjoy about this game is that it can be played from both your phone and your PC. It is not just a mobile game only, which is a huge plus for me because you guys know I'm obsessed with PC gaming. So yeah, that is awesome. Not many games let you do that. And there's the fact that the graphics are so beautiful for a mobile game. It's actually really surprising how far technology has come, because when I think of mobile games, I don't think of, graphics that can rival some of my favorite games on my computer. I think it looks great. Those are the things that really stood out for me when trying out this game, so I hope you guys are able to see some of those positives for yourself as well when you try it out. If that sounds interesting to you, I encourage you to try out the game by clicking my links below, because you will receive a free 50k silver and an epic champion as a part of their new player program. And yeah, let me know what you think. I hope you guys enjoy it, and thanks so much to them for sponsoring this video, because it makes passion projects like these possible. Trust me, this was expensive. It may not look expensive, but it was. So yeah, if you decide to download Raid Shadow Legends and get those perks, let me know what you think. I would love to hear your opinions on the game. But that's all for that. Let's get started on painting. Let's get started. I know that the wind is making a ton of noise outside, so we're gonna try and get this done without the wind making a huge ruckus, but I guess we'll see. My plan for today, since I can really only do one color at a time, is to paint everything that's going to be silver first. So we're going to be doing all the edges, and the skulls. I've got my silver paint here on my plate palette, and we're just gonna go with it. My goodness, do you hear that wind? It's going to take a lot of layers, but that's okay. So if it looks really ugly to start with, don't fret too much. Silver paint really does look like metal when it's dry. I'm really happy with the color I chose for this. Gonna get into the little divots and imperfections. I guess I didn't really think this through, because this is the spot it will be resting on when it's on the table, but it's okay. sure everything's even up top here. And if you're familiar with her armor, she has like a lot of runic details, which I'm going to be attempting to add on after. I guess we'll see how that works. Didn't have a better idea on how to add it besides doing something similar to this. To make it so you guys can see it. I know this camera angle is very strange. And if we go on to the part that's supposed to be purple, that's okay because the paint I use is like very thick and acrylic, so covering it should not be difficult at all. At least it wasn't when I made my press plate. Make sure there's no paint blobs stuck in the corners. Just want very even coverage. But honestly, I feel like this is really good for being one coat. Last time I was not able to get this clean of a first layer. Get those corners. My stomach is crumbling. Gotta stipple. Stippling. Make sure these like hard to reach areas are covered. Try and not make a huge mess on the portion that's supposed to be purple, but as you can see up here, I already kind of got some on that area. But like I said, it's going to be very easy to cover. Okay, so let's work on this part. I'm gonna try and make it visible for you guys while also being able to see it myself. I feel like I might have already said that, but oh, can't really set it down or anything. I got a lot on the purple area, but that's okay. There's a spot I can't quite reach. Why? There. I think I got it. I think it's being pretty forgiving. I'm worried a bit about the skulls because I don't want the paint to kind of get rid of all the little tiny details. But my plan is to go in with a very small brush after the base coats are completely done. getting these really small edges is kind of hard with a big brush. So we'll definitely be making use of a small brush after. And then once all those little details are done, the plan is to do some distressing, since seasoned warriors typically don't have perfectly shiny and bright armor. It's usually dings and dirt, things like that. I feel like the actual paint coverage is doing really, really great. But yeah, adding dirt, adding like battle markings and things like that, I think will be really fun. Just makes it look more realistic and less plasticky. Stipple, 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 stipple. I'm doing a lot of quick, fast strokes because I feel like doing that gives me the least brush marks. May not be the best for the ASMR factor, but I think it helps make it look a bit better. For instance, if I were to go very slow, I guess it doesn't look too bad, but as long as I keep the brush strokes uniform, it helps me prevent unevenness. Yeah, some of the edges here I'm gonna have to use a teeny tiny brush for. Teeny tiny, teeny tiny. But other than that, not bad. It's very bright, like I said. Need to distress it a bit, but that's going to be one of the last steps we do. Let's move on to the skulls. These are a bit harder because they're not lines. So just try and get as much as possible covered, and then, like I said, we can go back later and get anything else that was left behind. I think when I do distress this piece, the skulls are gonna look awesome because all the fake dirt and fake like wear and tear is going to gather within the eye sockets and the nose socket, along the mouth. I think that'll look really, really cool. Skull number 1 down. Like I said, it'll be easy peasy to cover up. So we have 2 more to go. See what I mean? Like how the skulls look pretty cool with the inner darkness of the sockets. That'll just be amplified with like a black paint wash. in those holes though for now so we can get an even base. Stipple in these sockets. The nose. This one has got a very, very deep nose socket for some reason. Don't remember how I made these so different. I know that I messed around with some of them after they were mostly dry. So I added some holes here and there and random detail, but I don't remember making the nose on that one so deep. Oh well. A little variation never hurts. To turn this a bit so I can see it. I feel like those of you who are super into painting figurines are probably judging me a lot right now. I know this is probably not the best brush for something like this at all, but hey, it's working and it's getting the job done rather quickly, which is good because I can let this dry and then start the other colors. Get the chins. I kind of missed some spots under here. Okie doke. Let's take a look. Try and not get paint on my fingers. I'm trying to figure out where to hold it steadily. So, not great, but also not terrible. If you can use your brain to kind of discount all of these marks on the inner part, because it's going to be very, very easy to cover. Just far away, imagine, right? So what I'm gonna do after the purple is done is I'm going to take a black and brown mixture, get it nice and watered down, and then take a rag and then rub pretty much the whole thing. So what that'll do is cause some of that color to stick in the edges where dirt would naturally form, or build up, I guess, not form. So places like that, the little indents on the skull, and that should make it look a lot more realistic, because right now it just kind of looks very bright. So yeah, first coat done. I gotta let that dry for a bit and try not to get my hands even more dirty than they already are. Set that down there. Got the paint all over me now. So yeah, that's the progress update on my cosplay for now. I know not a lot has been, I haven't completed a ton since the last update, but we're slowly but surely getting there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. And I look forward to making the next one for you. Don't forget to check out Raid Shadow Legends. Link is in the description. I would really appreciate it, and I hope you guys